Hello there, it's Manic Pixie Danny and welcome back to Gank Studios. It's your host, I'm a YouTuber, streamer, cosplayer, and songwriter, and today is finally the day that we get to debut our brand new series that we prepared for you. So, welcome to Creator Chats. In this podcast-style series, we will interview and have chats with different content creators as they talk about their art. Today, for our very first episode of Creative Chats, we have Prince and Awie De Guzman, a cosplay couple making huge waves in the cosplay community right now. Say hello!
Whoa.
Hello!
Hey!
Hi, De Guzman sibling. Alright, so we have here Awie De Guzman.
Hello, thanks for having me here.
Thanks for joining us. I'm so excited to have a talk
Kinakabahan
with you.
ako.
Ako din. Charot.
Don't be.
It's okay. Let's have a girl talk, chit chat.
I love girl talks.
Aw.
It's what I need right now.
I love girls.
Whoa, Prince, medyo kabahan ka dyan
All right, so let's talk about your art, your creative platform, which is cosplay. What made you
Yes.
start cosplaying?
I don't wanna sound like I'm bragging, pero for me talaga, I started out very lucky. Kasi nung una nag-a-assist lang ako kay Prince. I'm doing his photo and video sa events. And then eventually parang napansin ako na since lagi naman kayo magkasama, why don't you appear as this character? So my first cosplay is Alita Battle Angel. And then the rest is history. Pero along the way, kahit na sinwerte ako nung una, yung first cosplay ko is from 20th Century Fox agad. I worked hard on it hanggang sa makaabot ako sa ganitong point. So,
I love that. And I love your Alita Battle Angel cosplay.
yeah. Gusto ko nga i-recreate yun eh.
Yeah, which kind? Which version?
Yung motor ball niya.
Oh my God, abangan. Stay tuned for that. Let's say, for example, you didn't pursue cosplay. Where do you think you would be right now?
Before ako nag-cosplay, I have a desk job. Until eventually, I had to quit because I'm assisting Prince even more. But I guess kung hindi ako nagko-cosplay, ganun pa din. I'll be working at an office or on sales, sa sales, or anything marketing and sales.
Totally understandable. Personally, I'm a teacher. Also have this real job. But
Yeah.
on the side, we have this kind of creative energy going. And then I see that with you a lot. Even if, for example, Alita is your very first, diba? That being your very first, sobrang ginalingan mo agad.
Ang
And I
hirap,
love that.
ang hirap mag-keep up sa standards ng Prince De Guzman transformations.
I say most of the time, personally, it's either you go big or you go home.
Yeah.
And I love that energy I get from you. So I
Okay.
appreciate you being here also. So who are some of your cosplay and non-cosplay influences or inspirations?
Influences? In cosplay, I would say always Alodia. Even before pa ako mag-cosplay, I look up to her hindi lang sa cosplay, pati na rin sa business side. Yeah. Non-cosplay, I think si Pony. She's a Korean makeup artist.
I see your YouTube videos, as in years back pa lang.
Ayun, si Pony.
I really love her influences. Like, I also agree. Like, a lot of people, of course, admire Alodia if it comes to cosplay. But then, other than being a cosplayer, she's also a streamer. She's also a business lady. She's like this entire package of a boss lady.
Correct.
Yeah. and
Entire package.
I love that. All right. What about yung non-cosplay is the Pony.
Yeah. Kasi mahilig din ako mag-makeup. So, siya yung pinaka-peg ko when it comes to doing makeup.
I also like that.
Diba?
It's
Cute.
Super relate. Like,
Yeah.
to be honest, if it weren't for cosplay, parang I wouldn't get into makeup. Pero because of cosplay, I got so inspired to keep challenging myself. And I see that often with you and Prince, and it's so inspiring.
Thank you. Pero for me, wala pa yun. As in, wala pa tong ginagawa namin sa kalingkingan ng iba pang cosplayers. Pero thank you.
Aw. So how do you deal with hate comments?
Oh my God!
Like, super gets natin yan. Also being a YouTuber, it's common,
it's
diba?
everywhere.
It's
Kahit
everywhere.
anong platform. I guess, nung una talagang it gets in my head. Kahit sabihin ng iba, huwag mong pansinin. Shrug off mo lang yan. Hindi eh. It gets in my head. Siguro dumating na lang ako sa point na bas finocus ko na yung mental health ko. So, it doesn't matter anymore. Pero, yung iba, siguro pagka medyo constructive yung comment,
Criticism.
yeah, I take it. Pero, hindi ko na siya mapipigilan eh. Kahit anong gawin natin, whether good or bad, maganda yung output or hindi, nandiyan na sila. So, iniisip ko na lang bot sila.
Yeah, there's a big possibility actually. Or yun yung hobby nila, right?
Yeah.
So,
Sad.
I super agree with you. And for example, if you just started like a social media career, it will happen. You will go through a phase na you have to understand what it's like to receive hate comments.
Yeah.
But eventually, you're not doing this naman for them. Eh. You have to remember why you started.
Yeah. Tsaka, ano din eh, hindi mo talaga siya maiiwasan eh. Dumating din ako sa point na parang gusto ko na lang mag-quit. Dumating na ako sa ganung point kasi parang, yun nga, am I doing this for myself? Or am I doing this for them? Kasi ang hirap, ito yung job natin nasa social media, di ba? So, eventually, I have to prioritize my mental health.
I hope you guys also prioritize your mental health because no matter what form of content you create, whatever kind of artist you are, cosplay, music, YouTube, etc., all of these people, if you have a presence, no matter what kind, people will try to say something. Eh.
Yes.
And it's because they have nothing else better to do, or they can't have what you have. At the end of the day, it's nice to remind ourselves na we're in a good place and we're blessed, we're talented. So thank you, Lord, for giving us this. Okay, wow, okay. Thank you, Paddy. Paddy. All right.
That's nice.
Iyakan na yung joke lang. Eto, next hard-hit question. How do you deal with the algorithm?
You don't. You don't deal with algorithm.
No,
you
you
follow
say.
the algorithm. I don't know. Parang ang gulo na din kasi eh. You do this, you put this hashtag or bawal kang magtag ng marami. Ang gulo na eh. And parang sobrang general na ng algorithm ngayon. Kahit ba sabihin mong yung Facebook and Instagram, 'di ba, isa lang sila. Parang magkaiba pa din. So, ako, I don't know. I just do my own format and if it doesn't work, then it doesn't. Basta nalabas ko yung gusto kong content.
I super love that. Thank you. It's also reassuring to me and I hope for you guys as well. Because yun yung number one enemy, to be honest, di ba? Yung algorithm, the evil letter A word.
Yeah.
If you're gonna be a slave to social media or algorithm, that's where you know it's gonna go bad. Then magiging toxic for yourself, for your audience.
Pero,
imagine.
you know, in Instagram, I started turning off the numbers.
I super
And
appreciate that new
It
feature.
helped. Kasi kahit pag tinignan mo yung ibang creators na bakit sila ang dami nilang likes, ganyan, di ba? Parang it becomes toxic and it's not great for your mind.
It's counterintuitive sa goal natin,
Yes,
right? We
that's the
want to
word.
be inspiring, we want to be helpful for our audience, pero instead, parang naging competition. So, I super appreciate that feature on Instagram as well.
Yay. Yay, Instagram for that.
How were you able to make this your full-time job?
Like I said earlier, cosplaying wasn't my goal talaga. yun nga sabi ko kanina, meron akong desk job before. Pero nung pumasok ako sa world ng cosplaying, doon ko nabalikan yung marunong pala ako mag-style ng wig, marunong pala ako magtahi ng damit, I can do this makeup. So, parang bumalik yung mga gusto kong gawin talaga before I entered cosplaying.
Oh, that's really sweet to hear. And like, it's kind of uplifting then to yourself, no, as a content creator. Because in a sense, this art form allows you to keep challenging yourself.
Yes.
To keep trying new things, to be creative.
And although kahit ilang years na tayong nagko-cosplay, we still keep learning and ang dami pa din, diba? Ang dami pa din nating natututunan. So, laging may bago.
And I think that's something you can't have in a regular desk job.
Yeah,
diba?
unless on the side, diba? Yeah.
Exactly. How has Gank changed your perspective or opinions on cosplaying?
I think parang mas nakikitaan ko pa siya ng opportunity. Mas marami pa pala akong pwedeng i-put out sa mga ginagawa kong cosplay like BTS or parang isa-stretch ko pa yung characters na pwede ko pang ilabas for other platforms. So, Gank has really helped my characters na ang dami pa palang pwedeng gawin. Not just doing photos and videos, you know.
You get to fully flesh out
Yes.
a certain character, like nasusulit mo talaga siya.
Yeah, and that's the word, sulit.
Yeah, sulit. Filipino word of the day.
Sulit.
So I really love that. As a creator on Gank as well, even before I joined Gank Studios, like when I discovered that there is such an app or a website like this, it was so mind-blowing to me. Like, wow, you can actually do this, and it's not just for cosplayers, it's not just for gamers, any
Yes.
form of artist. So like, I really love how it cares for the community and
Everyone's
the creators.
welcome on Gank.
Speaking of that, or platforms, how is it different compared to other platforms you've used before? Have you tried Ko-Fi or Coffee?
I haven't used Ko-Fi or any other platforms. Pero Gank, ito yung platform na first time kong gamitin and I became very consistent in using it. And I feel very safe. You know, kahit na anong ilabas kong content, my subscribers and my followers appreciate it. So, I feel safe in Gank and I can put out anything I want.
That's really beautiful to hear. I mean, safety, like, syempre, being a content creator, you're very loud. You like to reach out to different
Yeah.
audiences. Pero within the Gank community, it's really intimate, tight-knit, and you know that they're there for a specific,
And
you know.
the followers are very active.
Aw.
Yung mga Gank users, very active sila. So,
So you've been using a lot of features on Gank already, right? So do you have any favorites so far?
I have to say the payout is very good and fast. And convenient, number one.
Super. I mean, from a creator and even supporter perspective, Gcash, man.
Diba? Gcash.
When I interviewed people in Cosplay Matsuri, yan din yung pinaka number one that they kept mentioning. Gcash,
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 really?
Gcash. And the fact that a platform finally thought of solving that problem to stop making people rely on PayPal, sobrang relieving for
I don't have
people.
PayPal. So,
See? Use Gank.
parang sobrang complicated ng PayPal, you know, and ang daming deductions and all.
So, would you recommend Gank to new cosplayers or even veterans?
Of course, sabi ko nga kanina, everyone is welcome. Ang daming opportunity sa Gank and mas stretch pa yung mga ginagawa natin and everything sells, you know. So, sa mga beginner and veterans, Gank is superb.
Actually, what I observed then is that even like those who are trying cosplay for the first time, like they have motivation. They have a goal. You can put a donation goal. So
Yes.
parang it can motivate all sizes of creators
Correct.
to keep doing what they love. And it's really beautiful like that. Last but not the least, I want to ask you, what is your advice for new cosplayers?
Yung cosplayers, alam mo, pag nakikita ko yung mga bagong cosplayers, especially sa conventions, parang they're not a newbie, as in ang gagaling na nila lahat. So, I don't think I'm very fitting to give an advice to newbie cosplayers. Pero, for those who haven't started yet, I think you can start with doing closet cosplays para hindi masyadong, kasi ang cosplay and costume, it's an investment, di ba? And it's an expensive hobby. So, I think start small and work your way up and put your contents out on Gank para mag-earn tayo ng money. Meron pa tayong mga
Yay!
panggawa ng costumes and bigger cosplays.
Cosplay Boodle number 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, I totally agree then when it comes to newbies. Kasi like, a lot of them nowadays, even if they just started cosplaying during the pandemic, they're so all out. They want to put all their effort into it. At the end of the day, like what you said, you have to slowly work on it. So there is a sense of humility. Now you have to remind yourself, I still have to work on a lot of skills, take it slowly. I can buy this costume on the internet, yes, but I still have to work on myself, and that's something that you can learn from other content creators in the community, on Gank even, and you can collaborate with your friends. That's what's so cool.
collab.
about it. So I hope one day we can collab as well. Oh my girl!
Anong next cosplay mo?
Ano na agad? Oh my God!
Maglantaran tayo ng cosplan.
Oh, let's do that. Cost plan reveal. Charot, what's yours ba?
Mine is... I'm working on Megan right now, yung AI doll. So,
Oh, it's so cute. AI. Actually, I've been thinking about doing lots of shoots then this year na non-cosplay then, because like it's so interesting to talk about like fantasy, high fantasy, sci-fi, AI concepts. So
refreshing.
even if it's not cosplay, like you can be creative and you can make content for Gank with those. So I look forward to that, and we'll see you around next time. Stay tuned for more Awie.
All right, so I'm here because I'm helping out Danny, and I'm gonna be interviewing my boy here.
Yeah,
That's
my
right.
boy.
Prince De Guzman, and hindi kami magpapatalo because,
Sabi nila, di ba, they like girls?
well, we like
Yeah,
boys.
We like boys. Eh.
All right. All right, so yeah, just so you guys know, Prince is one of my best friends in the community.
Oh.
Yeah, like me, you, and Zach.
Wow, such an honor.
Such an honor. Kasama naman tayo palagi. So, parang, like, basically, we're just gonna be ourselves in front of the camera.
Yeah.
And answer questions that Danny
You're so candid.
prepared for
The
us.
most candid interview ever.
Most candid. So we're gonna be as candid as possible. All right, first question. What made you start cosplaying?
Oh, alam mo kasi cholo. Wow! De, joke lang. Well, I love acting and I love costumes. Doon ko siya nakita sa cosplaying. And I've never been given a chance to be a star on theater, on TV. I've been doing some extras before and I always want to be a star. And I love costumes. I love acting. Yeah, all star.
You're
Yeah,
a star,
I'm a
bro.
star. So what I did was, made my own platform through cosplay.
That's true, and I remember we kind of started almost at the same time back
Yeah,
then.
actually magkakabatch kami when it comes to cosplay.
Yeah, we started out, actually now we do a lot of anime stuff, but we started out,
We're the juniors,
We were the juniors, we were doing a lot of superhero stuff.
Yeah, superhero.
I think you were Superman back then.
Yeah.
And I remember
Oo.
Captain Barbell.
Yeah,
also.
I've never started with anime, kasi usually when it comes to cosplay, we always talk about anime. I started with Western films.
Same.
Yeah.
Like I remember my hero was Nightwing before, and I also did Star Wars, all Western, because back then I was like, maybe Western first. And then I realized, wow, the cosplay community is a lot wider than it was after all. You
And
know?
then to those people who knew me, horror talaga.
Of course.
Horror.
And yeah, okay. So good question, because a lot of people are inspired by you, but people don't know who are some of your inspirations.
Oh, I have two greatest inspiration. Two lang. They had a great impact. You know, how I do things, how I elevate my quality when it comes to my art. Sa male, si Michael Jackson talaga. I can't think. I can't think of any male influence in my life when it comes to crafts. Pwera kay MJ. And sa female naman si Lady Gaga.
Of course, you know, like
Yeah, you know those two people
never
are.
holding back, and you know, you never hold back.
Yeah, and they are both very provocative when it comes to their artworks.
That's
and
right.
I think andun yung genre ko.
They're not afraid to like go beyond and
They're
really,
so
really
brave.
push. Yeah, they're
They're so
very brave. I mean, you gotta be brave if you're gonna do horror, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, I think the same, like Zach would probably say the same thing, because you know how much Zach loves Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Shout out to Zach if you're watching this. We love you, bro. And all right, so next question. Okay, this is a really good controversial question. How do you deal with hate comments? Oh man.
You know, dati I'm gonna be very honest. It gets into your head. Di mo maiwasan. You go to bed and of course you've put a lot of effort when it comes sa craft mo. Tapos makakabasa ka ng something negative. But, you know, I realize when you scroll the comment section, there's about maybe 100 comments and meron lang isa na hate comment. Would you invalidate the 99 positive comment?
That's true.
Diba? Parang, you know, I do it for the people who loves me. And I think, hanggat meron naniniwalang isang tao, I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing.
That's true, because
Yeah.
but you know, when you're starting off, especially when we were starting off, right? It really gets to you.
Yeah.
Like you tend to forget, especially where you're unsure when you're starting out and you're
And
not
you know,
sure, right?
it's the purpose din kasi. Kasi yung iba, di ba, they really started cosplaying aiming to earn, di ba? Or aiming to have a monetized platform, di ba?
Yeah.
We started because we love this.
Because we love it.
Yeah.
I actually never thought I would end up being where I am in the cosplay community right now, right? Back then I was just like, oh, I'm gonna do this on the side. I'm gonna follow my course and become a musician. What happened to me?
You.
Now I wear costumes for a living.
You don't know where the wind will take you. And, you know, para lang sa mga nanonood na who are not into cosplaying, we bring our own makeups, we invest in our own costumes.
That's right.
Pupunta tayo ng SMX with all these bags, magpapay tayo sa CR. I mean, who would do that, di ba? If you don't
That's how
know
it all
what you're
started.
doing.
That's how it all started, right?
That's
Like,
how I started. I didn't start kasi ngayon nakikita na nila meron na akong dressing room and I have the guards.
and when, especially with makeup, like
Yeah.
people who aren't in the cosplay community, when they see like you or me in cosplay, I'm pretty sure they ask you, who does your makeup?
Yeah.
And I'm pretty proud to say like, oh, men can do
Yeah.
makeup too.
Wala kang
Lalo
karapatan
na siya.
Ladino kung mas magaling ako mag-check eyes sa'yo.
Okay. Okay, another controversial question. How do you deal with the algorithm?
Oh
the
my God.
so hated algorithm. Oh my gosh, man. Remember, we have this chat, right?
I want to meet someone who can deal with algorithm. I need to talk to you. I'm gonna pay you.
You heard it. He's hiring.
Yeah, I mean, algorithm. Oh my God. At first, compared sa haters, I mind the algorithm so much because, you know, we are professionals already.
Yeah.
And we have to be very honest that we use our platform as our portfolios.
Yes.
The numbers speaks.
The numbers speak. I mean, like whenever we have a project,
Yun yung
we always
sad
ask,
part.
right?
Yun yung sad part na I think artists should realize algorithm doesn't define how great you are as an artist. And you don't need to be on Twitter, on YouTube to be an artist. Diba? You rely on your talent, okay? Yun yung hindi matatalo ng algorithm eh. Soon, the right people will get into your platform because they really adore you, they will search for you, they will look for you. And I think mas better yun sa akin. I don't mind.
They're authentic followers too.
Yeah,
And
I don't mind having, you know, 100K lang followers or 300K lang sa YouTube and 1.4M lang sa YouTube. I don't mind as long as all of them are constantly watching, looking for me.
And yeah, I think the best part is you always have to remember why you started in the first place.
Yeah.
You didn't start to becoming a professional cosplayer because your goal was, I want this many subscribers, I want this much likes. You did it because you want to share your art. Cosplay is an art. It's an art just like everything else. Like when you make music or when you make paintings, we work hard to make our cosplays look good because
Of
it makes
course.
us happy. Makes
Actually,
us
that's
happy.
the main point. So algorithm, do what you want. You can break us down, but so far there are techniques right now.
I remember we had this chat with Zach, right? And then
Yeah.
when we just released our Crisis Core cosplay, the one where you were Genesis, I was Genesis, you were NGL, and then we were gonna edit something, and Zach was like, no, don't edit
don't do that.
It's gonna mess
Yeah,
with the algorithm.
yeah,
And we were like,
you
what? Oh.
Kasi di ba parang few years ago, you don't mind if may wrong spelling ka or you put like 50 tags in your post. And now you have to be mindful. Yeah, there's techniques, but yun nga, algorithm derailed my Instagram so much.
Yeah.
Because I'm doing horror before, but right now, gusto ko namang gumawa ng something different. So di ba, I sacrificed that because I am happy doing this.
Yeah, expanding.
I know that alam ko na ma-affect yung algorithm ko so bad because it's a horror audience, but I really want to do something that I really want.
Yeah, because I remember you used to purely do it. You got very popular because of Pennywise. And after that, like, you had a bunch of other horror stuff, but now you're doing Genshin Impact, you're doing a lot of anime stuff. It's really exciting. And I understand where you're coming from because, again, like, I took up music in college, and sometimes I'm afraid to, like, since my page is like cosplay page, right? I put up music there, and I'm like, oh, it's gonna mess with the algorithm. But I do want to share the art with people, so I totally understand
So that's how I
where
deal with
you're coming
algorithm.
from, man.
That's how we deal with algorithm.
All right, next up. How were you able to make this cosplay a full-time job?
Ooh, the sign na inintay ko na sabi ko I'm gonna give up corporate world is it's becoming sustainable already and the demand is quite high. How did I make this a full-time job? Serendipitous journey. I don't know how it happened, but people kept on following me. I just kept creating. I was in corporate world, but at the same time I made a YouTube channel, not worrying about the views. During my corporate life, I made a YouTube channel as a diary lang talaga for my transformations, and I didn't expect that it will blow. So that's how I made it a full-time job. Nung nakita kong ang dami na nai-inspire and there's a lot of opportunity to monetize, sabi ko, okay, it's time now to turn my passion into career.
That's right.
Yeah. And iintayin mo rin talaga yun. Advice ko lang sa mga artists who want to, gawing full-time yung passion nila. Wait for the right time. Kailangan meron kang laging backup.
That's
Huwag mo
right.
agad i-give up kung anong meron ka.
Don't put all your eggs in one
Yeah,
basket,
in one basket.
for sure,
That's
because
right.
you never know, because there's no timing for it. You can't choose when people are going to start, taking in your content and supporting you. It just happens. People will sense your authenticity and love your content. You just can't force people like, you should like this, you should like my stuff. No. It just happens. And
There
then-
are technical stuff like, marketing and advertising your work. But at the end of the day, basta, don't put all your eggs in one basket.
That is so true. That is so true. All right. Next up, how has
Hey.
Gank changed your perspective on content creation and cosplay?
Oh, my perspective actually just proved to me so much that people are so diverse. And I don't want to say that sex sells because that's not Gank. I just want to say that sexy sells.
Sexy
And lately kasi, I've been a fitness enthusiast for more than 10 years. And this is the only time that I think I reached my dream body. So after 10 years, finally I did the right thing. So Gank is my space of celebration, of being, sexy, celebrating my fitness journey na of course, there are minors on Facebook. It's very wide, it's very
Yeah,
diverse, and those people who wanted to celebrate with me, yeah, and they go here in Gank. So also. I became very much more creative when it comes to my cosplays.
Because you don't have to limit yourself anymore.
Yeah.
Right? You don't have to limit yourself. You can just go unhinged.
Yeah.
Literally take the gloves off and the shirt, and the pants, and every other reason.
It's fun. Gank is fun, and you meet a lot of people who are willing to go all the way to support you.
That's right.
Yeah.
And it's cool because you can put all kinds of content there.
Mm-hmm.
So it could be from VTubing to music, and then your sexy content. And FYI, sexy ka naman dati pa. Captain Marvel ka sexy ka na. Alam mo, okay, fun fact, Prince is younger than me.
Maaga lang nabulok.
I'm his kuya, but
Kuya Cholo.
all this time, when I met you way back, I was like, oh, this guy is probably like way older than me, and then he's no.
Pigilan niyo ako, sasapakin ko.
All right. Next up, how is Gank? Okay, this one's a good one. How is Gank different compared to other platforms like Coffee or Patreon?
Oh, Gank at first, very much, they're catering talaga yung mga Filipinos. Yung other platforms kasi, it's so hard to purchase. Yun pa lang actually. That's a huge boundary. Parang kung isipin mo medyo, di naman, pero it's a huge boundary because a lot of people who wanted to support you cannot support you because of those, boundaries na you can access naman sa Gank.
That's right.
Yeah, and at the same time, Asian kasi, so I'm having much more fun interacting, at home.
It's the culture, right? It's the culture because Patreon is I think it's based in the West, right? So the way they handle things is very different from how Asians handle Gank.
Yeah.
Because Gank is based in Singapore and with micro offices all throughout Southeast Asia. So one is in the
And
Philippines.
they are very much on hand with their creators. That's what I really love with Gank.
Of course.
They protect their creators.
We have country teams scattered throughout, and they really communicate with the creators that are on Gank.
Yeah.
Case in point,
You
you're
can
here
talk
right
to
now.
someone here.
Yeah, you can actually talk to someone.
Yeah.
You're not talking to some robot or some bot,
Yeah,
whatever. You talk to
actually.
people from Gank. So that's
Gank.
great. And what makes it easy, like you mentioned, it's easy for Filipinos because we have GCash. GCash. Oh my gosh.
Come on.
GCash is the easiest thing ever.
That's why it's so easy to put up contents and they would easily pay because GCash.
Honestly, a lot of people here in the Philippines, they have a hard time with, let's say, PayPal and stuff like that. So, yeah, thank God.
It's a huge boundary.
Yeah, GCash. Now, what's your favorite feature on Gank?
Favorite feature? Of course, the exclusive subscription.
Okay. Wait, we have two types. We have
Yeah.
subscription and we have pay-per-view.
Yeah.
So you use subscription.
Yeah, I'm more on the subscription part. And also, currently, I'm enjoying the listings.
The listings.
Because what I do is I put my sexier contents on listings and people would purchase because a lot of them were just after one content, so they can easily just purchase that listing if ever. So
That's true. And what's cool is you make it so that the people who want to really subscribe and really see the content that you're putting out exclusively, the sexier content, they just have to subscribe. And it's not so hard to do because we have GCash, right? And
the Gcash part is the best thing.
yeah, GCash is the best thing actually.
And I think in other countries they have a very wide option para sa mga for payment options.
I think it's per country because country managers in each
Yeah.
country find what works best in each country. Because fun fact, in Thailand, pay-per-view is very, very popular. So it's really just a different kind of culture that they have there. So it's cool. It's cool. Would you recommend Gank to a newbie or even veteran cosplayers, and why?
Definitely.
I mean,
Definitely, of
that
course.
goes without saying.
Yeah, definitely. Especially to those creators who wants to go, all out. They don't have to be sexy, really.
Yeah.
But it's a great avenue for them to sell their digital and physical goods. Gusto ko yung feature na yun, actually. Balikan natin yung kanina question. Gusto ko rin yung feature na yun where, they can pre-order easily.
Yeah.
Dati kasi you have to use this Google Drive and all that. Dito, you can utilize Gank then for those kinds of services. So, all-in-one na. You are posting contents there. It's you're already selling your digital goods and physical goods listings. At the same time, they can pre-order. It's very easy. There's a lot of features. So, big help to any creator. If you're a cosplayer, you're an artist, Gank, I think, can help you a lot.
Yeah. And okay, one last question. What's your advice for beginner cosplayers?
This one is very, very, very basic. You just really have to enjoy what you're doing. If you're here for money, it's okay. I'm not judging you, but you're gonna have a hard time.
Yeah,
really.
if your metric is earning
Yeah.
money, you're just gonna be frustrated. Yeah.
You know, my Pennywise makeup will take me 4 hours. I spent like 6 digits from my own pocket just to make my own costume, to improve everything. If I don't love what I'm doing, I might not be here right now. So, enjoy, have fun, make sure you love what you're doing. Kasi kung hindi, masistress lang talaga kayo. And do not forget why you are cosplaying. We are all here because we are celebrating a common denominator. You know, something that we all like. We are celebrating our escape from the real world.
That's right.
Diba? The puro toxicity. Kaya sana, diba, remember your purpose. I don't want na pupunta kami sa isang con, magbo-booth kami, ang iuwi ng fans namin sa merch bags nila, may mga toxicity din. So, you know, remember the purpose why you're doing this. It's a celebration of our common love.
It's honestly, it's hard to make your goal earning money. Because for us, in our case, we were doing it because we loved it, and it becoming a full-time job, something that we earned from, was just a bonus. I could have honestly like gone my whole life just cosplaying for fun on the side, but we're fortunate because
Yeah, we are fortunate.
We are fortunate.
But again, diba, if you want that, no judgment.
No judgment. at
But,
all.
you know, yung roots mo dapat is love and enjoyment and having fun and happiness. Your happiness is important.
That's
Come
right.
on, you deserve better.
That's right. And again, when you cosplay, remember why you're doing it and who you're doing it for. Because first and foremost, you're doing it for yourself. I know it's hard in the start, but if you make the comments of others really affect how you're
Yeah.
doing things, you're just gonna be really frustrated. If you're not earning money right away, you're just gonna get really frustrated.
And that applies to any industry, actually.
That's right. All right, Ben. Thank you so much for joining us for this interview. I love
Yeah.
you so much. But I think
Love you, man.
I think we can end this with teasing maybe a cosplay.
Oh!
Okay, we can tease a little cosplay for
You know,
people.
lately I hate secrets, so I'm revealing everything in my social media. Not everything. I have a lot of plans this year because last year kasi more on commission projects. So ngayon, medyo tututok ako sa mga gusto kong gawin na cosplays. So more Genshin Impact and hopefully ma-pursue ko na din yung mga natenga last year like Freddy Krueger and
I think we have one.
Matt Reeves' Joker, si Jace.
The Jace, we've been
Yeah.
talking about it for the longest time. Like he wanted to do Jace, and he actually has the hammer done already.
Yeah.
And I was gonna be his Victor, and it's so sad because when I have the arcane shoots, I'm always alone because you know Victor.
Wala siyang partner.
He doesn't meet anyone in the show except
may
Jace.
baby ka na.
I need my baby. And yeah, and we also have Genshin Impact. We're gonna be doing that
Yeah.
together. If the rumors are true, it's gonna be pretty intense. So yes, once again, and thank you so much, Prince, for being here. Love you, man. Peace
Yeah,
out.
love you. Gank!
Gang.
If you enjoyed this video, make sure that you subscribe so you can stay tuned for our future guests. And if you have any requests that we want to see on Creator Chats, then let us know in the comments. We'll do our best to invite them. Bye!